There are days where I genuinely don't know where my life is going, and I think that's more normal than we admit it. And if you're in that phase right now, you're not alone, just so you know. I've been there, and many times in my life, I would say so many times that I can't even count it. So, there are phases when you don't see even a single glimpse of your future, when your mind keeps asking, what am I doing? Where is this going? What's the point of it? Right? And the weird thing is, you feel something in your body, but you can't name it. It's kind of like an emotion which you don't understand because you know it's not a fear, it's not sadness, and it's not excitement either. It's just something which you can't name it, and your instinct is to distract from feeling it. You try to plan your life suddenly, make a timeline, imagine a future, like your brain is trying to save yourself from not knowing. Sometimes it feels like losing control, right? Sometimes it feels like having too many possibilities. It depends on your mindset that day, right? When I have a negative mindset, I see it as chaos. When I have a positive mindset, I see it as an open sky of possibilities. But truthfully, even in that uncertainty, I feel pressured because society tells us that by your 20s, you need everything figured out, your career, your purpose, your identity. And I'm just 21. And I feel that pressure a lot. But here's something I've learned: not knowing is not a failure, it's a phase, a real and important phase we all need. There have been moments, even recently, where I sat down and genuinely told myself, I don't know what I'm doing. Not in a dramatic sense, but in a very quiet and honest way. It happens during projects I don't enjoy, it happens in my personal life, it happens when I question the entire idea of specialization in design. It happens when my brain refuses to accept the path I already know exists. Here's the ironic part: when I don't know my direction, I don't rest. I do the opposite. I speed up. I take more projects, more work, more tasks to complete because what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to find meaning through action. Wrong or right, that's what I do. Because action for me brings clarity. It shows me possibilities. It makes me feel connected to my life again. And the second thing that helps me is talking, specifically to one friend who has known me for last 16 years, the person who reminds me that I already know what I want, someone who knows when to criticize my opinion and when not to. Next thing is music. Music helps me a lot, deeply, I think. Different kinds of music: sad, fast, happy. Music helps me feel something when I'm too numb to feel myself. Yeah, and it's very ironic that even in a week, I listen to so many different kind of genres that in the end, I'm like, so what exactly am I feeling? First, I listen to like sad song, then I listen to happy songs, then I listen to party songs, then I listen to again sad songs, and sometimes I even listen to like like bhajans. It's very interesting. Bhajan is like a Indian spiritual music. It's very interesting. Like I see my history and it's like the combination of all. So what exactly was I feeling? So I cannot even name it through music, but I can feel it based on the feeling I'm feeling and the music I'm listening, because the music is trying to convey the feeling I'm feeling. You know what I mean? It's a bit philosophical, but I hope you get it. Next thing which helps me a lot is writing. Writing helps me record whatever I'm feeling in that moment. I mostly write when either I'm feeling too happy or too sad, like the extreme emotions. Because most of the time I do remember my emotions, like the basic one, the normal ones, but the peaks of my emotions, I literally just sometimes forget them, and that's why I write them so I can remember them later, so I can feel the things, so I can remember those emotions. Because sometimes your thoughts make sense only when you see them from outside your mind. And here's something important I have learned: when you don't know your direction, you shouldn't question every single step. Because if you question too much at that stage, you stop moving altogether. You stop taking any single step to get out of the situation. You start questioning, and then you create a wall around you that you think even if you take any action, that doesn't mean anything. Like, it's meaningless. That's why questioning in that stage is not going to help you at all. I would say trying things and taking actions would help you a lot. Sometimes also you need to take those smaller steps without fully knowing where they lead. And because if you don't lead your life, something else will. Your surroundings, the people around you, the expectations you never choose. And when clarity returns, it doesn't return suddenly, Not for me at least, because I take lots of actions that I know that I'm looking for clarity, and when it arrives, it comes very softly because it came from the actions and the effort I put in it to find it. So, if there is something I want you to take from this video, it would be not a solution, but a question. Do you allow yourself to not know? Do you allow yourself to exist in that space where life has no direction and you can pick any path? Try it and change it again if you want, because that's the beauty of this century. You don't need one fixed lifelong purpose. You can choose a path, walk it, and if you don't like it, you can change it, and you can choose again and again and again. When you don't know where your life is going, maybe the best thing you can do is take one honest step, and then that step shows you the next one. You don't need the whole map at that situation, just one single direction to try, just one. And you are not alone in this again. None of us actually know where our life is going. We are all figuring it out quietly, differently, slowly, one step at a time. Thank you.